Okay, we're going to be looking at two-way frequency tables and joint, marginal, and conditional relative frequencies. As you can see in the standard, it says including joint, marginal, and conditional relative frequencies. So that's what we'll be looking at, okay? Now, here's an example. Cameron surveys students in his school who play sports and asks them which sport they prefer. He records the responses in the table below. And here we are, male, female, baseball, soccer, basketball. That's just what's in the data. What is the joint frequency of male students who prefer soccer? Now, joint frequency to me is logical. You read the question, you can honestly answer that without even knowing what joint frequency means. Joint frequency just means you are joining two pieces of data. That's all that it means. Okay. Smartboard had a moment. Okay. So what is the joint frequency? We're going to join two things. We're going to join male students and soccer. Male students who prefer soccer. Here's male and here's soccer. Right here. That's where they join up. So 52 is your answer. And then it says, what is the joint frequency of females who prefer basketball? Honestly, all you gotta do is look at females and basketball. Here's females, here's basketball, that's 33. Males who prefer baseball. Males who prefer baseball is 49. That is joint frequency. Joint frequency is easy. You just read it and it's logical. Okay. Marginal frequency. It means exactly what it says. And notice how I've got the word margin underlined. It's just totaling up the margins. It's just totaling up these. Like the marginal frequency of 9th grade, I would add all of these up and get a total over here. Of 10th grade, I would add all these numbers right here and get a total over here. So that's what marginal frequency is. It is the total number of times a specific response is given or the total number of people with a given characteristic. So when I did 10th grade, that's the total number of people who were in 10th grade. 9th grade, total number of people who answered the survey in 9th grade. Then it says total number of times a specific response is given. Total number of birds, 10. Total number of cats, 85. Total number of dogs, 117. Total number of fish, 32. It's that simple. You just add them up, and I wrote it down here. So, but that's what marginal frequency is. So if I were, and I'm not going to add these in my head, but if I were to add these up, that would be 9th grade here. I think you get the idea. Okay, that's marginal frequency. You're honestly adding the margins. It's in the margin. That's kind of what it means. All right. Conditional relative frequency. That's a percentage. It's a percentage of a joint frequency as compared to the total number of respondents. So a joint frequency here. People, this is a test that they've been studying for and the grade that they got. So if they studied 0 to 2 hours, which, let's face it, y'all don't study over 2 hours usually for a test. But anyway, 0 to 2 hours, 2 people made 0 to 25, 8 made 26 to 50, and you see these numbers and you see these percentages that are already calculated. So we're doing 2 out of 83, which is 0.024 or 2.4%. Remember to change a number to a percent. You move the decimal 2 places right. So that's what I've done here. 8 out of 83, because there's 83 total respondents. You add up all these numbers here. 12 out of 83, 2 out of 83. So, but realize that sometimes your denominator changes. Notice that it says here as compared to the total number of respondents. On over here, it says the total number of people with a given characteristic or the total number of times a specific response was given. They might ask you for the percentage of people who made 0 to 25 on the test, and you would add all these up, which would be 3, and then you take 3 out of 83 to find that percentage. Same goes here. If they ask you for all of the people who made 51 to 75, well, that's 23 out of 83, and you would get that percentage. So you have to be very, very careful about what they're asking you. So be careful about your denominator, okay? All right, thank you.